Hello everyone, welcome back to another lecture. In this lecture we will see how we can model the piston control valve. So this will be lecture number 40. You can also visit my previous lecture. All lectures are on the smartplant 3D software modeling part and admin section. So let's start. First we have to go to the tasks and choose here piping tasks. And then we have to choose here the piping feature. Okay, so there are a number of options. We have to choose the piping feature. Then here you find one option, insert component. Click on that, and wherever position you want to put your control wall, whatever the control wall, different types of walls are there in smartplant 3D. So give the position. You can also change the position afterward also. So after clicking on the required position, we have to go to the specific component tag. Then here we have to maximize this and browse custom. We have to go to the browse custom instrument. You have to maximize this. So here you find the different types of walls are there. We have to choose the wall whichever you want. So this lecture is dedicated to the control wall. Here you find the piston actuator wall. You can also check the image of this wall. Preview, click on that, and here you find image of this wall. This is the piston, and also these are different types of dimension we can adjust. We can also adjust the height as well as diameter of the piston, face to face distance. So I will click on this, the part number, that is piston actuator wall. Click on OK. Now here the wall appear directly. We have to change the dimension. We can go directly to the property, or we can also finish here. Okay, so now I will show how we can change the dimension according to your GAD drawing or piping drawings or whatever you have the data. So for changing the dimension, we have to go to the piping part and click on the piston or a wall, whichever you want to change the dimension. Click on the properties. Then here one windows will open. So now I will show how we can change. So first we have to go to the occurrence. So here first we have to give the face-to-face distance. Let's clip this part only. So we will see. I will increase the portion. So just I will click on this, and just I am clicking the object so you can see the wall directly. So other object will be hide. So here just increase this portion also. Now it's perfect. Okay, so now we will see how we can change the face-to-face distance. Okay, so first I'm in the piping part section and click on the properties. Let's increase the face-to-face distance now, and let's see what changes will happen. So as we told, we have to go to the downward part, and here you find face 1 to center and face 2 to center. Means from distance from here, this is the center point, means center, and this is the face 1 and this is the face 2. According to your data we have to change. So let's assume this will be 250 and this will be 250. So we will give the 250 value, and face 2 to center also 250. Means this from center to here or center to here. Okay, 250 mm. Let's apply on this. So let's see the change. One things we have to put here, face to face, this distance. This means from this face to this face, there 250 plus 250, 500. So after giving the 500 value, it will be appear at the center. Let's apply on this. Here you find. So face to face we give the 500, and half means from this center to here 250 distance is there. Okay, so let's change once again. So this time I will give 1000 face to face, and if this value is 1000, then from center to face 1 and face 2 will be 500 and 500 each. So we will change this 500 and this 500, and let's click on the apply. Okay, now you find face to face dimension change. Okay, so now we will see top view. Suppose you have to increase this piston size or piston diameter. Let's change now and see what will be the change happen. So we will change the diameter now in the top view. So here you find whatever direction you want to change, you can see here in properties section also. Like if we want to change the d6, like d6 is the actuator diameter. Okay, so we have to find where is the actuator diameter. So here you find the instrument actuator, we have to go here, instrument actuator, and here you find the actuator diameter section is there. So now this we will suppose if this is a 1000, so this dimension should be, I am taking the any dimension, you have to put according to your data. So let's see the diameter of this is 250. Let's click on the apply and you can find the changes. So you will see the change in the other view. Let's change. Okay, here you find the diameter of the piston change. This is very small value, so we will increase, and this time I will give, I already give the 250, so we have to increase. Go to the instrument actuator section and this time we will do the 500 and click on the OK. So here you find the 500 mm piston diameter or actuator diameter change. Now we will see how we can increase the height. Okay, so in side view we will see this. So I go to the side view and I just increase this height so you better understand that. So we will increase the height now. So let's see how we can increase that. Okay, same, we have to go to the piping part, click on the our wall and go to the properties. Now we have to see what is the height, means from this center to upper part. So here you find cylinder height option is there. So our instrument height is there. Let's see in the diagram. So whatever is actuator height. So here you find the D5. D5 is actuator height. Okay, from here to here. So this is the D5. So we have to increase the actuator height. So again we have to go to the whatever dimension you want to change the actuator, you have to go to the actuator. And here you have to go the height. So this now we will give the height to the 750. Click on the apply. So here you find the actuator height changes. And now we will change this downward part. Let's see. Now we have to go to the standard and here you find the image. Okay, so now I already told I have to check this one. What is the name of that? That's why I opened this. So we have to change the D4. D4 is cylinder height and D3 is this face to base distance. So we change the face to base distance. We change the D5, that is the actuator height, and now we have to change this D4. Okay, D4 is, you can also take the screenshot of this so you didn't find any difficulty like I now face. So this image is important, whatever the property you want to change. So D4 we have to change, that is cylindrical height. Just cancel this and again go to the piping part. Now we have to cylinder height, so that D5 is cylinder height. So where you find the cylinder, this one. So I changed to the 50 mm. Let's check that. You will see the changes here. Check this. Okay, so 50 mm is very less. Here you find the change happen. So we will give this to the 150. Also we will see this in side view so you can better understand. Okay, I go to the side view, click on the properties, and again I will change the distance now. Let's wait to load. Okay, so now this time I will give the value to 150. See the change here. So this distance we are changing. Click on the apply. So here you find from this center to this one. See, this is 150, and if you want to change this height, so from this center to this, that is actuator height. You want to change, I already told, that is the actuator height from center to top. This is the face to base center. This is the from center to face 1. This is the distance from center to face 2, and this is the cylinder height. Okay, and you can change the other dimension also. There are the various types of list is given. You can change anyone. Also now I will show you how we can tag this. You have to go to the again piping parts, click on that, and here you find the name of this. So I will give UV dash 2025. So here you find name of this wall is updated successfully. Okay, under this pipeline this UV tag is there. Just maximize this whole portion. So here you find you can change any dimension of the wall, whatever you want to change in this way. I hope this lecture is helpful to you, and for such more video you can also subscribe my channel. I already uploaded 40 lectures. You can also visit that one. Like I already uploaded how to extract the GAD, how to extract the isometric of the pipeline. Okay, various types of topics are there. Please visit, guys. This lecture will be helpful in professional life as well as if you are the student and want to learn this software. Please subscribe.